Hello, beautiful. Welcome back to the Love You Deserve podcast. I'm your host, Coach Yolanda. Let's dive into today's episode. Have you ever dated a good man and thought something was wrong with him? Why is it that we're drawn to the bad boys, but we run away from the nice guys? Can anybody relate to that? Anybody ever date a good man and thought he gay? He said he didn't want to have sex till we get married. He got to be gay. He got to be gay. He could just be saved. He could just love the Lord. Why is it that he has to be gay? Because he wants to have a monogamous relationship, or he wants to have a relationship where you're celibate. Today we're going to talk about why you're afraid of healthy love. Why are you afraid of healthy love? Most women think they're afraid of the toxic kind of love, but the truth is, many women are afraid of healthy love. But why? Healthy love feels unfamiliar. Healthy love feels calm when we're used to being chaotic. Healthy love feels steady, but we're used to suspenseful. We're used to one thing after the other, one thing after the other, everything going wrong. We're used to that. When healthy relationships, although they're steady, and that steadiness sometimes is unfamiliar. Healthy love makes you feel seen instead of chased. And if you spent years navigating emotional inconsistency, healthy love can feel boring. Healthy love can feel like, oh, this is too much. And healthy love sometimes can feel like it's too good to be true. So let me tell you about my healthy love story. Back in college, I met this guy who was what I would consider a good guy. He was so sweet, so kind, so as generous as he could be. Because we were in college, so we didn't have a whole lot of funds. Um, he would walk to my dorm to come see me if he couldn't catch a ride with one of his friends. That showed me effort, how much he was into me. Always supportive, always put me first. You're saying, dog, Minister Yo, he sounds pretty amazing. What happened? Remember we talked last week about emotionally unavailable men? Well, I was an emotionally unavailable woman when I met this good guy. So, needless to say, long story short, I was hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. And because I got hurt in a prior relationship, I assumed he was going to hurt me too. I assumed it was too good to be true. I assumed he was lying. I assumed he had somebody else. And I broke up with him. I just, I couldn't handle the unfamiliarity of being loved well. I know it sounds bad, but I'm just trying to be transparent. Sometimes when you've been loved wrong your whole life, that's all you know. And when you experience somebody coming to love you right, it feels weird. It felt weird. It felt unfamiliar. It felt like it's too good to be true. He got to be lying. This can't be real. And I ran away from him. And a good man, the one, got away. He got away. Now, glory be to God. God sent another good man my way, and I was able to end up with a good man in the end. But I could have had a good man earlier had I been emotionally available when I met this guy. That's my story. Let's talk about the three biggest reasons why you are afraid of healthy love. Number one, healthy love requires vulnerability. The toxic love lets you perform. Toxic love lets you put on a show. But healthy love asks you to be seen. Healthy love looks at who you really are. You can't hide behind effort. You can't fix your way into closeness, and you can't control the outcome. Being loved well means being known. And that level of openness can feel terrifying if you've been hurt before. I know it was for me. The whole relationship was terrifying for me. And I kept thinking, he's too young. He doesn't know, um, he doesn't know what love is. He's too young. He can't know what love is. He can't know I'm the one. He can't know this. But that was me reacting out of my fear because I was hurt before. How dare I tell him how he felt? You know what I'm saying? Number two, healthy love challenges your identity. If you told yourself, I have to be strong, I can't depend on anyone, and no one ever shows up for me, then a man who actually shows up disrupts your entire story, the story you made up in your head. Healthy love requires just receiving, not proving, not performing, not rescuing, just just receiving, just being who God created you to be. So if you have this vision in your head that nobody ever shows up for me, when somebody shows up, it's going to challenge you. Number three, healthy love feels unfamiliar, but it is not unsafe. Number three again, healthy love feels unfamiliar, not unsafe. See, we say healthy love isn't safe. No, it's safe. It's just not familiar because our soul has been wired a certain way. What's familiar to us is dysfunction. What's familiar to us is people who say one thing and do another, people who don't keep their word, people who are not supportive, people who are hot and cold. So if we meet somebody that's hot all the time, never cold, we think, well, what's wrong with him? He got to be faking. He got to be putting on. This can't be real. Why? Because it's unfamiliar to you. Because that hasn't been your story in the past. But your soul, your nervous system seeks, it craves what's familiar, even if what's familiar is dysfunctional. Did you hear what I just said? I said your nervous system seeks what's familiar, even if what's familiar is dysfunctional. So when a man is consistent, emotionally available, kind, intentional, and stable, like the guy I dated in college, your soul interprets that as different, dangerous, run, threatening, run for the hills. But in actuality, it may be different, but it's not dangerous. We want to get to the point where healthy love is our new normal. You're not afraid of the man. You're afraid of that unfamiliar feeling of being loved the right way. Did you hear what I just said? I said, you're not afraid of the man. I wasn't afraid of this guy in college. He was so sweet. I wasn't afraid of him. I was running away from the unfamiliar feelings. And boy, did I run. I ran. I was afraid of being loved the right way because to be honest, I'd never been loved the right way. And so I had nothing to compare it to. Wow. So how do we change this? How do we become comfortable with healthy love? 4 ways. Number one, let in very small doses of consistency. Slowly but surely become consistent and let the people around you be consistent. Just watch. Remember, we talked about emotionally unavailable men aren't consistent, that they'll say one thing and do something else. Well, the opposite is true when you're in a healthy love relationship. What they say they're going to do, their words are going to match their actions. So just pay attention and little by little, just watch. And your system, your soul is going to adjust. And then this healthy space is going to end up being your new normal. And then you're going to get to the point as you heal emotionally, you're going to attract emotionally whole men. You're going to end up in a healthy love relationship. So then when you see a person that's dysfunctional approaching, you're going to be like, that's going to become foreign to you. And you're not going to be attracted to that guy. That's the goal. That's the goal of this teaching. That's the goal of this whole entire podcast. Number two, stop labeling healthy men as boring. Please, sister, please. Stop labeling healthy men as boring. Stop labeling men who want to be celibate till they get married as gay. They are not gay. They are just living their truth. You pray and you ask God, send me a man after your own heart. And God sends you this man that loves him so much that he wants to keep all the scripture. Well, let the man keep all the scripture. Okay? Don't tempt him. Don't try to make him go back on his word. Don't do that. Live from a healthy space. If you want a godly man, sometimes a godly man comes with, we're not having sex. And you got to be okay with that, which you should be okay with that anyway. If you're asking God for a godly man, wrong podcast. Okay. Number three, lean into discomfort, not away from it. So healthy love is gonna feel threatening, it's gonna feel weird, it's gonna feel strange, but fight the urge to run away. Lean into it. We talked about effort last week and week before that. If they're putting in equal effort, lean in. Stay right there. Fight the urge to run away because you're adjusting your normal. Healthy love is becoming your new normal. It's going to feel uncomfortable. Fight the urge to run away. Lean into the discomfort. And then before you know it, it's going to become your new normal. Number four, let yourself be chosen without earning it. Healthy men choose you because they want you. Healthy men choose you for who you are. They don't make you jump through hoops to be chosen. They don't make you jump through hoops to be loved. They don't say, I'll love you if you put out, but if you celebrate, I don't love you. That's not a healthy man. A healthy man will love you, period. A healthy man will respect your boundaries, no matter what they are, because he respects you. Let yourself be chosen. Let yourself be loved. I told a woman that once. She was in this relationship with this guy, and she was telling me how nervous she was in this relationship because she hasn't been loved well before. And I told her, take a deep breath and don't let your past cause you to forfeit the good man that God has sent you. She looked at me kind of funny, but I knew she was understanding what I was saying. Don't run away from him because you're not used to being loved well. And you know that lady went on to marry that man. They've been happily married. She listened to my advice, and I pray that you do too. I pray that you listen, really listen to what I'm saying. A good man is going to come along and he's going to love you the way you deserve to be loved. If this is new to you, take a deep breath. Ask God to heal your heart. Lean into my teaching and get to a whole place. But what I don't want you to do is run away from him because good men like that, healthy love, is not as common as you think. And so if you have the opportunity to be in a healthy love relationship and all the other components are on point, don't run away just because you're scared. In the words of Joyce Myers, do it afraid, do it afraid. Here are your affirmations for the week. I am worthy of love that is safe, steady, and sincere. I release my fear of being loved well. That's a good one. I am open to receiving healthy attention and healthy affection. Ooh, can I pause right there? Healthy attention, not cat calls. Healthy affection. Holding my hand, not smacking me on the dick when I don't even know you. Healthy. I trust myself to embrace what feels unfamiliar but good. Healthy love is my new normal. Healthy love is my new normal. Get your journals, ladies. Here are your journal prompts for the week. Number one, what is it about healthy love that feels unfamiliar to me? What is it? What is it about it that feels unfamiliar to me? Because you can't fix what you don't acknowledge. Number two, what old beliefs about relationships am I still carrying? Am I still carrying the old belief that if a man doesn't want to have sex before marriage, that he's on the deal? Number three, how would a healthy, loving partner treat me on a daily basis? That's really good. What do you think it looks like on a daily basis? And number four, what makes me feel safe enough to receive love instead of earning it? What makes me feel safe enough to receive love instead of earning it? And I want to answer that question for you. Is consistency. Consistency makes you feel safe enough to receive love. When a man is inconsistent, then you try to earn it. You try to chase him. You overfunction to try to fill in the gaps in the relationship. But if it's a healthy love, then you just receive because what you receive will be enough. It'll be enough. Hey, that's my best shot. Thank you for tuning into another episode of the Love You Deserve podcast. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who you know is going through this. Share it with someone who's in a relationship with a good man and they are terrified and they don't know what to do and they don't want to lose it, but they don't know how to hold on to it. Share this with them. Remember, healthy love isn't too good to be true. It's exactly what you deserve. See you in the next episode.